Ever feel like you're posting on Twitter, nowadays X, but you are not getting real results? What if I told you that with just 1 million impressions a month, you can be generating $15,000 in value for your project, and it's not even complicated as you think? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I have done it without big team, without ads, and without complicated processes, so you won't have to waste your time. So let's straight dive into it. My name is Rok, and I help Web3 blockchain and SaaS businesses grow their presence online. A few weeks ago, I managed to hit 35,000 impressions a day on X every single day without spending a cent on ads. That's over 1 million impressions a month. But here's the crazy part. I turned those impressions into a $15,000 worth of real tangible value. This isn't some overnight success. I have spent hours upon hours failing and perfecting the formula that consistently works, and today I'm pulling the curtains on to show you how can you do exactly the same. Let me guess, you have optimized your profile, posted consistently, maybe even throw in a few engagement posts, and nothing. Sure, you're getting some likes and retweets, but growth feels stuck. The conversions are almost non-existent. Here's the truth. Organic growth on its own will only take you so far. To break the plateau, you need a system. A way to consistently attract, engage, and convert your ideal audience. The good news, I created a system that will exactly do that for you. So what is the good news? Breaking into that audience cap and making your content work smarter, not harder, is possible. It's called the reply growth framework. Here why it's different. Most people rely on random engagement, spamming generic replies, and hoping someone notices them. But that's like yelling into a crowded room, and it doesn't work. This framework, it's about intentional and laser-focused alignment. So what does that mean? It means every reply and every interaction and every post is strategically designed to either attract your perfect audience, position you as an authority in your niche, trigger engagement, and naturally drives people to your profile. Think of this like this. Instead of chasing virality for the sake of it, you are bringing a flywheel, a system that compounds over time. And here's the kicker, you don't need to spend hours glued onto your screen replying to everything and everyone. That is about quality over quantity, and that's where the real magic happens. So when I first started this, I just picked a few tweets to reply to, tweets from accounts that align perfectly with my niche. By the next morning, I have gained 30 new followers, had 300 profile visits, and 2 inbound DMs from potential clients. Why? Because those replies weren't random. They were crafted with precision, tapping into the exact pain points and desires of my target audience. So this framework doesn't just grow your impressions, it creates a snowball effect of attention, conversions, and revenue. And the best part, it's simple, repeatable, and scalable for everyone willing to follow the process. Now, here's what you're about to learn in the next 15 minutes. First, how to implement the reply growth framework step by step. Second, how to reduce your touch points from 11 to just 7 or 9. And third, and most importantly, how to turn those impressions into revenue consistently. By the end of this video, you will have a crystal clear strategy to start seeing results. So grab a notebook and let's get into it. So guys, as you can see, I prepared something little for you here, and this is the system, and I think we should get straight to it. It's not complicated, it looks a lot, but it really is not. So we should start with our X growth formula. As you can see here, I have few profiles that I usually reply to because they're in my niche. And the whole principle of this formula is that you leverage other big creators for your own advantage and you steal their audience, basically. That's all we are doing here. So you show them that you have something compelling for their audience, which they already like at your competitor, and you steal them and bring them to your profile, basically. So we categorize this in 3 main categories, okay? First is your targeting, who you're targeting. Then you have your growth hacking system, and then at the end you have your X profile, okay? Optimization, so this is crucial if you want to convert your viewers from just viewing you and start actually interacting with you. So yeah, let's get started with this. First, we are going to focus on targeting, because if you messed up with targeting, nothing else will work. So this is basically the most crucial step, and you should really have a lot of focus on here. Okay, so first and most important, you should know your ideal customer profile very well, because if you don't have your ideal customer profile, you can identify your competitors, which you should reply to. And yeah, there's the issue, because if you're in AI or I don't know, in blockchain niche, and you start replying to, I don't know, pet owners and things like that, this simply don't works. Even if you get a lot of views, you won't attract your ideal customer, and you will have some pet owners which won't buy your services or your product that you are offering to them, right? Okay, so how we do this is basically with three main concepts. One is in engagement density, the other is audience overlap, and third is conversion potential. So let's go through each. Engagement density, what it really means is that you are focusing your replies on posts that get a lot of views and a lot of replies. It's that simple, basically. As you can see here, I picked a few examples. Nothing crazy, but if you can get at least 1% of these 300k views that Alex Becker got, you'll get 3000 views. Basically easy. With your organic content, you will usually get few tens of that. So next we have audience overlap. What this basically means, which we already talked about a little bit, that you focus on replying to people that you're in your niche, so you steal their audience, right? And then we have conversation potential. What this means is basically that you pick the tweets and posts that have some sort of interesting concept that you can reply to, and you will add value or something to them, okay? Nothing crazy, very simple, but very crucial, because if you mess this up, you'll mess the whole strategy and nothing will work basically, and it will be useless. So here I made another point, which is not pretty hard to understand, but is very crucial as well. So as you can see, here we have list building, which is very simple, nothing crazy. What you want to do is basically create list with about 50 to 100 members, and then you categorize them. I usually categorize them based on followers and their niche. As you can see here, I have crypto, entrepreneurs, and I have some others. Then you will have your list, and you will reply to your competitors, as you can see. And yeah, I choose different crypto projects because I'm interested in that, and this is my ideal customer. So this brings me to my next point, which we will divide this list into attention and relationship list, which is very simple, nothing crazy. Attention list only means that this is list with competitors that have a lot of followers. Why I call it attention list is basically because we are stealing here their audience, because they have a lot of followers and they are getting a lot of views, which we talked about earlier. As you can see, I reply here to Plan B. He has 2 million followers. He got 350,000 impressions, from which I got 7,500 views, which means I steal about 2% of his audience, and I got what, 7 profile views, 12 likes, 5 replies. Engagement rate was not the best, but still a lot of views, a lot of recognition for myself. So the concept of the relationship list is basically that you're still replying to your main audience or your main competitors, right? But the key here is that they don't have a lot of followers. So here you will build your connections, and views are not that important, honestly, because it's all about the connection, and you're stealing very much more niched audience, so it's much more likely they will start converting and start following you, right? As you can see here, I replied to Jeffrey. He has 250k followers, which is still quite a lot, but so here you can still reply to the competitors that has less followers. So we are here talking about few hundred or maybe few thousands of followers, and you build relationship with them. Suppose I showed you, but the key here is that I got 8 engagements out of it and 4 profile visits, which is quite crazy to me because this is much more niche, right? Okay, so if you've done everything correctly, then you will get yourself to this formula, which we'll get in a second. So To my next point, the growth hacking. So first, what I want to show you is a few examples that this really works. As you can see here, I got 185,000 impressions, then we have 9,000, 8,000, 6, 4, 4, 5, 6, 4, basically easy impressions, a lot of profile visits, and yeah. If you think this only works for me because I'm me or something, I'll show you it's not like that. And they still can pull off 19, which is a lot more than they have as a followers, right? So here is example what not to do, and a lot of people do it. And I didn't include any of profile because I don't want to bash them or anything. I just don't agree with this. I think this can work if you are much bigger profile, because you already have established your authority and you are pulling more views to your organic content. But over here, till you're not like at least I would say at 10,000, if not more followers, I wouldn't recommend this tactic because it doesn't work and people won't convert because they won't build any trust with you, okay? And what value? You always need to ask, what value do I provide with this tweet? Here, what is the value? Okay, if it's a meme or something funny, it can get a pass, but like don't do it for all of your tweets because it won't work and you will only get suspended. I got suspended when I first started my X profile and I was posting daily GMs and only GMing to the people, and yeah, I got banned after 3 months because I was just spamming to the people. And Twitter nowadays, or X, wants news, fresh content, which brings me to my next point, which is effective reply formula. Effective reply formula is basically divided into two sections, and one section we already covered, which is that you select your target tweet and then you select your content alignment. So basically your competitors that you are applying to are in your niche and that they are providing content that will potentially interest your audience, right? But the other part is where you inject into what you inject in your tweets. Why is this important? Because if you don't inject these things that I will show you, you won't get any views. So here are 3 most effective things that you can inject in your tweets. One is authority, one is value, and one is human element. So what do I mean by that? Let's look at the examples here. So authority, for example, here we got just the news that Donald Trump, meme coin Trump, become the 15th largest cryptocurrency in the world in under 48 hours. So my reply to this was either you say it's a meme, you don't invest, or you invest and get rich. So here I show the authority that I understand what is this meme coin and how can you leverage it. As you can see, I got 9,000 views from it and probably quite a lot of profile visits. As we look for another example, let's take this example from Alex Hermosi, right? Trump is the president now and you are not any richer. This is a friendly reminder that no president will do the work for you if you're not sure what to work on. I'll give you the best roadmap I can. And here I reply with, it doesn't matter what you are, it's all about what you do with yourself, what skills you bring to society, how you solve problems and improve lives with them. And I got, again, 2,000 views from this simple reply. I basically steal 1% of Alex Hermosi's audience, which is pretty awesome. If we look another example here for the value, here is a simple tweet from Ash Crypto which states that finally bought my dream car today, thank you Trump coin and Melania. Here, because we are providing value, I said imagine. I think Trump's is a bit overhyped already, still not bad a buy though in my opinion, but Melania has better chance for 100x. Here again, I given them a value that Trump is okay, but Melania will probably get a lot more views. Here I got, 4,500 views, which it means I still basically 0.5% of his audience, which is really amazing. So here's another example from Leah. Trump's World Liberty Financial so far has bought no, do you understand? And what I did, I replied to her, I think many do, but the majority doesn't. Let me explain. Crypto will explode and go to the moon, which I show value in this because I'm providing some sort of authority. the key here, which I forgot to mention, is that you will try to inject at least one of these into these replies, right? The key is that you try to do as many as possible. As you can see in this reply, I injected value and authority both in them, so yeah. And the last one is human element, which is that you show that you are human, which sounds very robotic, I would say, but it is what it is, because a lot of people nowadays are using AI and just spamming the comments with AI, which again is very generic, and for some people it worked, but I wouldn't recommend it too much. So as we can see here, for example, for plan B, who is ready for the moon, next up 120k Bitcoin, which basically shows that who's ready for the moon, that I am the human, that I understand that there will be potential gains with this, and that we are very close to the bull run, right? Here again, another example is MicroStrategy buys another 11,000 Bitcoin for $1.1 billion. So here I made some fun of it, basically, and it is, I said, MicroStrategy, how much more Bitcoin do we need? Michael, yes. So it has that fun element. So here I outright a few things that you should focus on. So for authority, right, you should provide expertise and share some data. Then for value, try to solve a problem or teach something actionable that viewer of your tweet can implement immediately. So for the human element, try to show vulnerability or share relatable experiences or some funny stories, right, that shows that you are human. So these three things then lead to the most important one, and if you don't include one, I won't say your tweet will flop, but it will perform much better. And this is the key to the whole growth, it's engagement trigger. So as you can see here, I include 3 different examples again of engagement trigger, and if we look at the first one, either we look at this one already, either you say it's a meme, you don't invest, or you invest and get rich. I got 4 replies. Basically, you will say, where's her engagement trigger, right? Because I am provoking people that either they say it's a meme, or it is what it is a meme, but if they don't invest, they don't get rich, right? So here's a provocation. So as you can see, here is another example. Tweet was about a Trump coin or some sort of news or something, to which I reply, what's the utility of this, why should the price go up or down, which sparks an engagement, and I got 17 replies, which is not bad, and 16 likes and 1 bookmark. So let's look at this last example. I won't read through all this, but the main concept that you should be aware of here is that at the end you use some sort of question, or I would say engagement trigger, which managed to get 27 replies and 11,000 impressions. So here was very simple, what's your take on this, and people were very engaged. Okay, so if you done all of this correctly, all of this, right, from targeting to growing your replies and injecting this formula that I showed you right here, right, you should get some nice views. As you can see, this was from what, 3 weeks of doing this, 500,000 impressions, and this, as you can see, is growing and growing, and it's getting bigger and bigger. So I can expect maybe 1.5 million impressions till end of the month. And if you like I said, if you have done everything correctly, you should get views. Now here, the one key thing that I should mention is that you need 11 touch points per conversion. So basically what this means is that your ideal customer profile or your leads need 11 touch points that they convert. So this can be done in different ways through your content when you see. So why is growth hacking so effective is because it reduces these touch points by 2 to 4 times, and it increases your conversion rates, and you don't have spent so much time chasing your leads, because every time they see you with high value replies and they get engaged, or you show some sort of authority or value to them, it's much more likely they will start following them. So what happens when you get those views? You'll get some profile visits, right? But here's the catch. If your profile is shit, you won't get any followers and all this hard work that we put in goes to waste. Zero. You have done nothing, basically. So, at the X profile, we'll focus on three main things that you should focus on. Your profile pic, your bio, and your pin post. Okay, first let's discover what you should know about your profile pic. So you have two different pictures. One is banner and one is profile picture. For the profile picture, what you want to do is that you have a clean picture of yourself, as you can see here Alex Hormozi does, or you have some sort of PFP or meme like Alex Becker does, or you have a company logo as Binance does. Now for your banner as well, you can have some sort of meme or some sort of quote promoting your offer, or some sort of teaser. These are the main points of your profile pic and your banner. Nothing else. Have high quality picture, because if you don't have, it looks like you are a scammer or something like that, which we don't want. Okay. So this brings me to my next point, which is bio. This is very important, and you should include all of these three elements if you want your viewers from your replies to convert and become followers, and later down the line start buying your products, right? First, we have what you do. As you can see, this bio is from Alex Becker, and he has his main software company, Hyros, and Neo Tokyo, which is his NFT project. Then we have Binance bio, which states that they are world-leading blockchain ecosystem and digital asset exchange. This helps people know that they have some sort of proof, which world-leading states that this is big proof. And what do they do, right? And last but not least, this is the bio from Alex Hormozi, and as you can see, he's promoting his offer, as you should too. So he's promoting acquisition.com and his school group. So this is the main job of your bio if you want to have high converting bio. Then if we move on onto the last point, is your pinned post, which is, I would say, very similar to your bio, but it has completely different job, right? It's very important that this is high quality as well, because most people that comes to your profile will see this as their first post. So what is the main focus of this pin post? The main concept here is that you include some sort of update, what you are building or what is happening, but it should be very important, right? Then of course you can have your offer, which you can promote. Then I'll show you how you promote your offer in your pinned post or any other post. And you can set some sort of expectation, what can people expect from you. You can show your expertise, add some sort of video to the pin post or something like that, or you can flex your achievements, which works very well as well. Okay, and now if you've done everything correctly, from your profile pic to your bio and pin post, which are crucial, you will get that holy follow button. But what then? What happens then when you get your holy follow button? Very interesting question, right? So people will start seeing your organic content, right? And if this content is bad, because the main purpose of content is that it will convert your followers into buying customers, and the main purpose of the replies is that you engage with other people and build connections and drive traffic to your profile, right? Okay, so here with organic, what will happen after they view your organic content is two things. So as I told you before, you can add organic promo to your pin post or any other post. Organic promo looks something like this, that after a while you just add or reply to yourself, and underneath you add basically your promo. Another option is, after they are viewing your organic content, they can go just to your profile where they see So like I told you before, here you then have what you do, your proof of what you do, and promote your offer. And if you done this correctly before, you'll get some conversions. One option, if you have, this is mainly for personal brand, but if you have your business page, what is one option is that they will look at your bio and then go to your business page where the same happens, and you need to correctly set up this for your business page as well, right? So after we done all of this, now to your offer, right, or your call to action. So you can have different call to actions, but mainly the focus will always be in your 3 different call to actions. One, it can be newsletter, which is great because here you really own your audience because you got their email and you can email them whenever you want. I always recommend newsletter. It is a great way to convert people, but for the most projects here, I would always recommend community, because community will always boost yourself so much, because people build a lot more trust than with email or some sort of other call to action like website. Website is basically just good for info, but your main focus should always be community or newsletter, because community, people start seeing themselves as part of you, part of your business, part of your journey. So community, in my opinion, is the most powerful one. Every of these call to actions have different purposes, and it really depends on the case. So another important thing that I should mention, like I told you earlier, with that you need 11 touch points to someone to convert. Here, for someone to join your group, you need 5 to 7 touch points. But with growth hacking, you will reduce that to 3 to 5 points, which basically means when someone finds your reply and like your reply, go to your profile and starts following you, you have already done 3 to 5 touch points, which they will automatically join your group most likely. If not, they need only few pieces of your content to see, to convert and join your group, check your website, or join your newsletter. So after we have done this correctly, what's the big promise is that you get rich and you make a lot of money out of this, because this is where real money is made. Because if you have your content and it's leading straight to call to action, that's okay, but you want to build and nurture your relationship with your customers, so they're more ready to spend more money with you, because so every second and every hour the customer spends with you longer, he's ready to spend more for you, right? So this is why I heavily promote newsletter, community, and website, that you include them, and you wait a little bit, because your LTV, so your lifetime customer value, will massively increase from these 3 things, and you will make your real money over here. So this is my system, nothing crazy. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah. Okay, so let's do a quick recap of everything we went through. I know it's quite a lot, but it's not really that complicated, right? So first we have profile optimization, and as we established, your profile is foundation for everything, and we optimize it to convert traffic into leads by showing your expertise and building trust, right? Then we have the content loop. Basically, tweets, replies, and thread works together to drive engagement and traffic. This system keeps your audience engaged and turns followers into paying clients. So the third point, growth hacking strategies. We reduce the number of touch points leads need to convert by using effective reply formula and aligning your content with your audience needs. You'll create a massive opportunities for yourself. Now you have everything you need to start building a brand that not only generates impressions, but also brings in clients and revenue. If you are ready to take the next steps in building your Web3, crypto, or SaaS brand, make sure to follow me on Twitter for daily tips and strategies. Check out my free newsletter. It's packed with actionable advice that you can start using today. The link is in the description, and everything I share here is designed to help you build a brand that stands out and converts. So, If you are serious about growing your business and want to work with me directly, head to my website, link below, and book a call where we will go over your current strategy, identify opportunities for growth, and see how can I help you scale. Also, don't forget to like a video if you found it valuable and subscribe to my channel for more insights like this. Remember, your brand is the most valuable asset. It's what sets you apart in crowded Web3 space and gives you the leverage to create something truly impactful. Start small, stay consistent, and always aim to provide value. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.